So I know it's going to take me a little while to put out the video of the entire shop here at Amazing Aquariums and Reefs. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a feature on Ali's little Pico Reef tank that has just flower anemones inside. So Ali, take it away and tell us about your Pico Reef.
This is a 2-gallon, maybe 2.5 gallon, just rectangular glass tank, and it's just a little bit of sand, a conch snail, cool little domino damsel, and a bunch of flower anemones.
Are these the Belizean anemones?
There's a few Belize ones in here, and then there's just the regular Florida or wherever they come from.
So how old is this tank?
Maybe a year, maybe a little over a year.
You've got really good coralline growth on it already.
Yeah, coralline, I don't know, it seems to grow fast over here.
I love this tank, dude. It's so simple. All right, so what kind of light do we have on there?
It's a WavePoint 12-inch.
So like the most simple, cheap strip of blue and white LEDs, nothing fancy, no controller. And then you have the Mignon, Azu Mignon tiny power filter.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing providing any water flow.
Yeah, it's very simple. Most of the filtration is just done by, the good bacteria on the rocks and the sand. And not much bioload, just one little damsel. I might feed them, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, just little pellets. And
what do you have in the power filter?
I have a Puripad, or a little tiny piece of a Puripad, which has polyfilter, carbon, some GFO. It's all built into a single pad.
Right.
So I just cut a little piece of that and throw it in there. But honestly, I might change it once every 2 months or something. I kind of forget most of the times.
So you're not really dosing this tank, are you?
No, I actually don't dose biotic in here. I'm just joking.
Do you do periodic water changes?
Yeah. I might take water out of the system next to it, pour it in here, and vice versa. Just swap the water a little bit every now and then. It could be every 2 weeks, or it could be every 2 months. It just kind of depends how the tank's
looking. You're here all the time. You can eyeball it. And I love the choice of the domino damsel. These guys don't get a good rap because obviously they get big and belligerent. But man, it's a super duper cool tank.
It's the domino damsel when they're babies. That's probably the cutest fish in the hobby. They have such a funny little face. I love them.
Very cool. Do you have any favorites among these flower anemones?
I really like the one in the center with the light green and then the cool pink in the inside. Obviously, all the funky rainbow ones.
Yeah, crazy mustard colored one.
The mustard colored one is awesome. There's another one actually that's behind the rock back there that's really cool, but it'll be hard to get.
Very cool. Well, do you have any tips for people who are interested in keeping a Pico Reef tank like that or similar to this?
The biggest tip is just don't do any fish in it, or just do very, very little fish.
People feel like they have to have a fish in it, but low metabolism, no fish, or a tiny fish that
like a domino damsel. It's like the perfect fish. Like this thing could probably eat like once a month and be a little bulldog.
Yeah, and just live in there off of what's inside.
They're just such a tough, hardy fish.
Very cool, man. Well, great little Pico Reef tank. Another inspiring display here at Amazing Aquariums and Reefs. I'm going to put this video together right now, and definitely look out for the video of the entire store. Thanks, Ali.
You got it.